of money sloshing around out there, but there's also a lot of competition. So how are you going to get your name out there first? How are you going to get the jobs? How are you going to get a hold of this money that's out there in the market? And the number one way you can do that is through marketing. So if you turn to the next page after following stuff, after the sealer tips, got some things to go over here. The first rule of marketing is to know your customer. And then the second rule of marketing is you are not your customer. Everybody does things like, I can't even tell you, in all of my experience with marketing different kinds of businesses and stuff over the years, how many customers are like, well, why did you do that? We'd ask them and they'd say, well, I liked it. Well, does your customer like it? You're not your customer. So the second rule of marketing is you are not your customer. So you need to know your customer. Sometimes your customers like you, but most often not. So you need to know your customer. And so I've included a little worksheet. It's in the back of this. We don't need to go through this now. But there's a little worksheet in the back of this packet. It's like it's a customer worksheet you can go through. It just talks about, you can think, I just want you to think about your customer. Who are they? What are their interests? Where are they getting their information? What do they care about? I mean, are they even, so say you've gotten in with a bunch of people that are senior citizens. I mean, they're probably not even on social media. Maybe they're on Facebook. So maybe the best way for you to reach them is through mailers or door to door. You know, you need to think about those things. Think about where your customers are coming from. Where do you want your customers to come from? And then you can use this worksheet to kind of go through there. Basically, I mean, you don't need to overthink it. A lot of you guys that are here are already doing a great job. But just think about, who is my customer? Who is that person that wants to buy this? What are the things, like what was the trigger that caused them to even start looking for somebody to install a patio or a retaining wall or whatever in the first place? What caused them to start on this journey? And how can I help them complete the journey and hopefully get their money in my pocket? I mean, that's what we all want, right? That's the point of having a business. And so when you know the customer, then you can, that helps you be able to approach them in a way that they want, that they understand. So the first thing is to know your customer. The second one is to invest in good branding. A lot of you guys that are here, you've done that. You've hired a qualified professional. You have good branding. You've got a top-notch logo. You've got graphics on. I mean, like I look around here, almost all of you guys have got branded apparel. You know, getting your name on your stuff. Make some, you know, business cards, mailers, graphics for your trucks, graphics for your trailers, all of that stuff. It helps to build brand awareness, which is the third item on here. I know, like, what does Caleb Almond say, Evan? See the name, call the number, right? I mean, that's so Caleb Almond from Almond Landscape. Like, his big thing is see the name, call the number. If they don't see your name and they don't see your number, how are they going to call you? I mean, they're not just gonna but if you put yard signs out there, I know different people that we've worked with over the years have done different things to set themselves apart, like all the same color pieces of equipment or branding on all of this stuff. That way it helps your company, number one, it helps your company look bigger than it is because people see your trucks, right? They see your truck going down the road, and hopefully you're not breaking any traffic laws or being a jerk, but they see your trucks going down the road and they see it like 5 times in a day. They don't know that you only have 1 truck. They might think you have 5 trucks, right? But all of this stuff, it helps you control how your target audience sees you for the first time. So a good example of this is my brother-in-law has a crane company in Ohio, and he invested in a lot of money in branding and marketing, and he was just a young guy, and so he started getting all these big contracts, and he would show up to the job, and people were shocked that he was such a young guy at the time because they thought that he was a true professional, and he was, but he was just a young guy, and what the customer thought before he ever walked in the door was that he was a qualified professional. And so it helped smooth over the fact that he was 25 years old and he was there to move their $250,000 piece of equipment up on top of their building. So the branding is very important. Then under build brand awareness, the next thing is leverage the free platforms. The free platforms, there's tons of them out there. There's lots of different things. But you need to post regularly. So the owner of Western Interlock, Wyatt, he has a saying that is, if you have an asset, you can't afford to maintain it, then you shouldn't have it. So you have to post regularly on all of these platforms, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Houzz, all of that stuff. You You need to post regularly. I know, like, again, I'm preaching to the choir here because a lot of you guys are doing that. I mean, I see you guys on Instagram, you're doing it all the time. So then when you post on there, tag us in your posts. And again, almost all of you guys are doing this. If you tag us in our posts using @Western Interlock or hashtag Western Interlock with jobs that use our product, I'm going to like it, I'm going to comment, I'm going to share it in our stories. Now, Instagram just did something screwy. I don't know what's going on right now. Like, they moved the reshare. Has anybody else experienced this? And I was having trouble yesterday resharing. So I don't know what's going on with that. I looked into it. Apparently, they're wanting us to create more original content, whatever that means. So they
want you to create more original content, not resharing. They want to see more of what you're doing.
Right, they want to see original content. So they're making it more difficult to reshare. But as much as we can, we'll try to do that. So like, I only ran into a problem yesterday. They moved the reshare into the stories, but anyhow, it wasn't letting me. It was letting me reshare things that didn't have our tag in it, but not stuff that was tagged with. Is weird. But we'll do that as much as we can. That also helps me see what kind of jobs are going on, and if I see cool jobs going on, I'll reach out to you. We'll get into the photos later. Then use paid boosting and ads on Facebook and Instagram. It doesn't even take much. People have this misconception you got to spend a ton of money, and you can. I mean, you can spend a ton of money, and it does work. If you spend $1,000 on boosting, you're going to get tons of likes and tons of comments and all that stuff. But you can do as little as like $6. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like that, it does work to do just a little bit amount on even every post. You know, a little bit, you're going to get more likes, you're going to get more comments, you're going to get more people saving it and sharing it. More market exposure for low dollars. So then the next one is fill out your Google business page. On the next page, flip over the sheet to the back. I'm not even going to talk about websites today because those cost money and they take a lot of work to update. This is all, like, everything I'm talking about here is free or inexpensive. Like, you should have a Google page already and Google My Business and use that. You can, number one, I mean, it's free again. And then get reviews. Evan, Google reviews. Like he just did a video like a couple months ago about.
Yeah, I mean, Google reviews to me, guys, like I'll tell you right now, we had no Google reviews 14 months ago. We have 45-star reviews, and all we do is send an email to them asking after a month for being there. And they always, if they don't give you a 5-star review, then you guys left on a bad note. That's your fault. Don't ask for that review. But I mean, everybody we ask for a review, they are all willing to do it, but some of them don't know how. That's the big thing, is we have to show every process. We say, click Google reviews, go to this, go to this. And sometimes you have to sign up for a Google account, but it's well worth the reviews because, I mean, our business, like I said, it's free. We have 360 pictures on there, and it's all free.
Right. I mean, it is effectively a website for your company for free, and everybody uses Google. Like 67% of people just trust Google reviews. I mean, you look on there, you know, and everybody they just trust the Google reviews. And then always respond to every review. So if you get a review, respond to it, good or bad, respond to it. If you get a bad review, then you need to move on that right away. Like, respond to it well. And sometimes, like, if you respond to it and then the people will, if you respond well, they'll take it down even, and you won't have that bad review on there. That does happen. There are people that just like to leave bad reviews, and so sometimes you'll get some of those, and you can mitigate that by responding very quickly and doing it well. And yeah, then upload as many photos as you can. Like, I just started. I don't even know why. Google asked me to upload a picture. We were at a restaurant, so I did. And like, it notified me the other day that my photo had 30,000 views. Like, I mean, so I mean that's do it. Put the photos on Google. It's free. And then make sure all your contact information is up to date. Again, see the name, call the number, right? If the information that's on your Google profile is not up to date, then they're calling somebody else. Then the next one is utilize video. So 80% of all internet traffic will be from video content by 2022. So that's like Instagram, they're wanting everybody, they stated that they are not a photo sharing site, they're a content curation site, and they want more video. So they're going to start pushing us to have more video on there. 68% of consumers like to learn about products via video. So, and video does not equal expensive. You know, smartphones now, they take amazing video. And, you know, you can, I mean, I like Golden Eagle does it, Evan does it, I don't know, different ones in here do it. Take the videos of your jobs, upload them, put them in your stories, put them in your posts, IGTV, or Reels, or different things. Sometimes, like, it takes a little bit of editing. You can get oftentimes free or inexpensive apps to do that on your phone. And sometimes it might be better if you're doing a lot of talking, you're explaining things, you might want to invest in an inexpensive microphone, like a little lav mic or something like that to get better audio. Use it to document your process and projects because it builds trust and rapport with your customers. I mean, like when they can go on there and they can see how you're doing it. You're not coming in there and destroying the person's yard. You're doing a professional job. You're not cutting corners. They can see the whole process. That's going to help ease their concerns about having somebody come and dig a big giant hole in their yard. So utilize video. So then the next one is take advantage of Western Lock's free photo sessions. For real, guys. Like, if you like the pictures that's in the catalog and you want to be in the catalog, the easiest way to get in the catalog is to call me. Like, if you want your projects in the catalog, I will come out and take pictures of your job and they'll be in the catalog. Because we're always looking for projects, photos of every kind, all the time. And I know like several of you do this, but I'm willing to drive. I mean, I'll drive to Bend for you guys. You know, I mean, I just spent 3 days up in the Puget Sound area taking pictures up there. I mean, we will come out to the job, no cost to you. We'll take pictures. We'll share them back with you. You can use them for whatever you want. I'm not going to claim to be a professional photographer, but it's all right. So you will get in the catalog. I mean, if you want in there, that's how to get in there. But I'm looking for jobs that are well installed, in straight lines, with you know, nice patterns, interesting. I mean, I don't care if it's Jamestown. We need those too. But I want it to be a professional looking job, not just something that's slapped down and whatever. The size doesn't matter. I mean, I went out and did one for New Life here. What was it? A couple weeks ago. I mean, it's a little backyard, and it looked amazing. You know, it doesn't have to be a giant showcase, you know, $200,000 patio job. It can be a little job. I don't care. I'm trying to showcase the products in different situations for all of our marketing needs in the catalog, and then you guys need it too. You know, and so that's a service that we provide, and it's free. All you have to do is you just have to talk to the homeowner, tell them that you'd like to have somebody from Western Lock come out and take pictures, and then just reach out to me if they say that's okay, and I can work with the homeowner. I can contact them, email or call them or whatever, and I can set up a time that works for us both. And I'll go out there and take the pictures. So all you have to do is just set up something. Like, you have to initiate a conversation with the homeowner. I don't know that necessarily. Sometimes I'll see stuff on social media and I'll reach out to you guys and say, hey, I'd like to take pictures, and we'll try to get something set up. So, but I won't know about it if I don't. I mean, I don't know what all kind of things you guys are going out and doing. So you need to tell me, and then I'll set it up for you guys. So take advantage of that. And then the next one is you can cut marketing costs with Western Lock's co-op marketing program. So the next sheet across the page is the co-op marketing program. It outlines the criteria. Like, okay, no one does this, and I don't know why. Because it can save you up to 50% off of your advertising. We will work with you on the advertising. However, it does have to meet some criteria. And so we have this program here. We outlined it here. So co-op marketing must be pre-approved by myself, the WI marketing director, prior to execution. So you can't like run an ad in a magazine and then send me an invoice and say, hey, I want to get co-op dollars for this. Like, too late. The ship already sailed on that one. I need to see it beforehand because I need to know that it meets all of these criteria. So then I need to have an invoice with your business name, and so I can see, like, what did it actually cost you? I mean, I want to trust everybody, but the reality is I can't. I need to see the invoice so I know a hardline cost. I need to have, needs to apply to us. So if you're doing, so there's several guys that have multiple businesses and they're doing, say, like a mailer. They've got whatever, 2 or 3 different businesses on the same mailer or different services. If it's only 25% of the, say like it's a mailer, and only 25% of that mailer deals with paving stones, I'm